Uh,
Keep going. Don't turn it back. Are you out your mind? Don't turn it back. No, sir.
Naughty, you see the line up there? God damn it.
It would be super great if you don't blast that into my face again.
Take the stuff out. Da 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 dee, dee, da da do. Ra da 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 da.
Fuck. That scared the living Jesus out of me.
Let's see, is it new drops?
I didn't know it was on the TV. Up there, upstairs. Yeah, that was the TV upstairs.
There was nothing up here when I went up here.
Because twice now, that's a major event that's happened up here.
After them. It's rising. Run.
Oh, I already did that stuff. Alright, it could started. Alright. Hey guys. We are doing well today for this Sunday here.
Hello there.
I pretty much just chilled in my room and stuff, slept more kind of things. I did had my help my niece out with some Paul Revere project, you know, a little American project here. Hey, we're playing more Genshin here. I'm just pulling on the banner off cam. It's like, oh, almost forgot to start. Got Flynn's weapon. Alright. I don't know if I even trust this one. The Ode to Dawn Breeze. I don't know if you trust that. You know, it's March. Everything's new again. Ooh. That goes well with Mona's. But yeah, we're gonna do, I already have this character now. I got Varka off cam. My first temple, I got Varka. It's like, hey yo. It's like, I talk about him a lot. In theory, it's just like, I wonder how Varka fights. I think he's a Claymore. Like, I feel like since he sounds like he's a Grandmaster and stuff, I feel like he might be like a daddy type of vibes. I was not wrong.
Try to keep up. Maria sweeping in.
Hydros, fusion. Dual wheel bitches. Spin more. Go full spin mode here. This Devalin's fire.
Time for takeoff. Teamwork is strength.
The story has only just begun.
Thunder. Thunder. Charge. Flash.
Think you can get away?
Element for the end.
I'm going in.
Maria sweeping in.
Wham! Dueling weapons, even IRL, I just say it's the most difficult thing to do. And I wield toy lightsabers. Do wield the toy lightsabers. I did the freaking like Star Wars style of fighting, the Clone Wars style, like Ventress or like Obi-Wan style, or Ahsoka's. It's like, yeah, you get used to it. You just you try to do the staff, you can't really do Darth Maul. Probably there's a Easter egg too if you have Varka with Not Cry. There is a thing over there in the north where you gotta get the thing. Let's see, Luga, make you see 3. I gave you the fishing one. Splin's in me party? Or no, I mean I'm like level 90 if I remember correctly. Ridiculous crit damage. Ridiculous! That upgraded again. So let's see. We have invited to the next Favonius. Let's do that one first.
Huh? Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Could it just blow in on the breeze?
Hey, Eugen. Long time no see, my friend. What's that? You say we just met recently?
Oh, it's from the Tone Deaf Bard. Apparently, he wants to hear all about our adventures with Not Cry. Maybe we can get some tasty treats out of him in return. Come on, let's go to Star Snatch Cliff.
Let's turn to Traveler.
There's still a long road ahead.
Alright. I do know we have up here with Varka to do still. Like, let's go back to the bat. Star Snatch Cliff, just this one. Kitty. What are you doing, Kitty? You're so pretty. Kitty, you're so pretty. I actually had my cat on my lap for a while. She fell asleep. Yeah, I'm like, my voice is all back in normal stuff. It's like when I laugh, I will hack and cough. Literally. Doctor, what do you want? Are you lazy? Okay. Yeah. So lazy. Teleporto. Teleporto. Oh, is door report open yet or not yet? Not yet. That's when the new character come out too. The vice captain with Varka. And the Lady Vanessa. Alright. But I feel like all the NPCs are gonna need an uplift. Because not Cry had like the best like uplift on NPCs. Definitely Leeway and Mondstadt need an upgrade.
Yeah. The wind knows me.
Are you kidding me? Oh, we did help Benji get most of his powers back from Isroth. Like a primordial of time.
Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
And all titles, but name's the name.
You sure have your finger on the pulse. We barely caught our breath since Not Cry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari?
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Cutie. My lap again.
Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Not for you.
They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Like that?
Hey! Is that all you've got?
That's a new character that's not out yet.
Oh, bring it on!
Like
Kitty,
that.
kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty.
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
Ooh, he has
A
like
young
void
knight of
eyes.
Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
He's a cryo user.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Why does he have like a yandere
You were
tone?
looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius, and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Notcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with...
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-a-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it!
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
Kitty.
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka
Is it me or is his neck a little bit weird?
It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh,
Like
he
right
also
there,
said to
Lowen's
remind you
neck.
to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some
Kitty,
idle
kitty.
chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time, Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe.
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city?
No objections.
It's been a while since...
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And
Like, Lohan sounds a bit off for me.
Yes. The Wild Hunt. Andreas, get home safe, Varka.
Kitty.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me?
Going full love on me? She went full love on me. Kitty. Check your Italian too if you want to go full love. Or not even love. Not love yet. Love yet. Kitty. Kitty on me lap. Ooh.
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
G probably did.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted. Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Right there with the claymore.
Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return!
Alright, ready?
Stormwind! On me!
Oh yeah, the Claymore's fucking big as shit. For the
Without the ratio of
CPUs.
Sonari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster.
We meet again, Andreas.
Ooh.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now?
Ooh.
I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
The freaking abyss
What's
heartbeat.
this? An echo from 1,000 years ago?
Oh, Andreas is already dead. Just in ghost form.
Everything seems normal so far.
What's wrong, kitty?
Here's hoping
See
I'm
something?
just overthinking things.
Forget it.
There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend.
Is that kitty? She's saying
Come,
something.
Andreas.
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption.
He's getting corrupted?
Iniquity.
Yeah. We could zone in there.
The surface world still as wretched and foul as ever. Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
Hey, Cash. Boreas in human, in living form. Gotta kill it. You've been zombified. Kill it.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations.
Oh, Gene.
P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed.
PSS?
PPS. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes a Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
Kaya.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was
Rosaria.
exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
I'm on bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these other two as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great. But I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
He has quite a hidden yandere personality.
Grandmaster offered lots of advice in his letter regarding my recent assessments. I didn't think he'd spare a thought for that kind of thing in the middle of an expedition, so...
I think he's training Noelle and Razor to use the 2 Claymore style.
You could help me out with my special training?
But like, they're still young, so they can't wield double Claymores yet.
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed? I still haven't forgotten how he went easy on me last time. I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. When the time comes, you'd better keep an eye on him for me.
I will have my revenge. I will have vengeance. You love her vengeance freaking guild. Lisa.
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one. On another note, have you spoken to Jean?
Oh my. I got a feeling it'd be some nights, but
Okay,
Jesus.
we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angel share.
The expedition is finally wrapping up. Oh, I hope the maps I made on our way there are good enough to get them safely home.
Please be quiet within the premises.
The Grand Master wrote in his letter that the Boom Blossom bombs we sent worked really well. He wants to know if we've made any more.
There we go. There was a bug. Oh, Clee. Oh, wait, is there people upstairs too? Let me check. We need to check. We can go upstairs now because Albedo's office is here. It's Albedo's office, and I believe this is here. Just that their floor is locked. That's the only thing. I know it's a 3-story building, but let's put like, where's the knight's like, you know, cafeteria or mess hall, you know? Problem, Jean? Jean?
Honorary Knight, you're still here? Is it that obvious?
Yes.
Huh? But Varka's coming back. The situation in Nakrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did, but he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Huh?
You don't seem surprised. Did you sense something in Nodcry? Once again, the great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Duval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder
East of the dragon, north of the wolf, west of the lion, and south of the falcon,
possibly.
if I remember correctly.
He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions. Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle.
Oh god, the bug's
It's a
back.
leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency. Even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action, I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
Okay, I communicate crush. The bug's back. Wait, it's still there? It's still up there. The sword from Noel when we did the that side event thing that you can interact with characters. The sword is still up there. That's hilarious.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the angels here now.
If I take a back alley. Come in, take a seat. We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
So weird that Minnie in the new NPC in Mondstadt, Water Brothers
When you're mixing
patent.
drinks in hot weather, Start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly?
Rosaria!
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone.
Your letters?
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of...
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
It's like a group of edgy teens here.
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
So D-Link was one of the candidates to learn the dual-wield claymores with Noel and Razor.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then, but my answer remains unchanged. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said, but don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of... Oh! Kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more we...
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
What should I report back to the Grand Master on? Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh.
But you're drunk. Stop staring at me. Dude, stop staring at me, Quinn. You're drunk.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work.
Kitty, come on.
We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean?
My kitty.
Was Varka lying in his letters then?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that D-Luke would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome D-Luke back.
Kitty. There you go.
There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt before. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history. The first was at its inception. The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh, Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself.
It was Rostam, right? The wolf pup?
But 500 years ago, there was one
Rostam.
who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
There he is, the bloodstained knight.
Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone. After all these years, he's...
Kitty.
Turns out Varka's a lot more... Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting.
Kitty.
Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past?
Why don't like this?
If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland. That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go!
Kitty. You're just moving back and forth on my legs, kitty. Kitty? Now. Talking kitty. Ooh.
What's going on here? Was Bulbumdum always like this? The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Into the wind.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. One more, please. Have a safe trip.
Follow the leaves.
Adorn my night.
One with nature.
Quick!
Into the wind.
Let's begin.
Dust! You can run, can't hide.
A moment, please.
As one with wind and cloud.
Get a little chilly. Let's begin.
Riptide! Quake! You're mine!
Too close to heat, kitty.
You can run, but you're away now.
There we go. Got him.
Are you alright? Oh no! What now? There better not be more wild hunt monsters!
You did. Lohan?
You scared Paimon stick!
Stop right there. Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
There were 3.
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Paimon passed a test? Really?
You may dispense with your suspicions. The Wolfpack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. And our attackers showed no ability to disguise themselves this time. Ah, a familiar scent.
This is too awkward.
I will await you at the usual grounds.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now. Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though.
You want to check on the wolf, man? My arm is shining bright like a diamond. Bright like a diamond. Bright like a diamond. What is that?
Lupus Boreas, not injured.
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, they followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andreas' soul, the source of this turmoil. I can sense it.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused.
You split yourself into multiple parts.
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
We have one already, Venti. Sabai. With help of Zhongli, we revived her back.
Andreas was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
Tondef Bard?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north.
Kitty.
There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Seelie Hall, and awoke him at long last. The night asked the wolf on a journey south.
Just see once more.
Okay, that's... Hold up. PC, why? Don't do that.
The ice and snow
How dare you switch on me? How dare you?
Hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend. So, this is the world the humans dreamed of.
Kitty.
Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to
Here.
bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale.
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that...
You need not feel... If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Notcry. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness. So the seeds of all the turbulence that has ensued.
You're the one that on me.
But we followed Boreas'
Talking
trail
kitty.
in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no sign.
Andrea should still be slumbering by the lakeside. And there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines. A scent that reeks of blood.
Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he from 500 years ago?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. It was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you...
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to Nodcry yourselves. As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now.
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east wind's presence.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now.
Varka, is he...
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person.
All
Yes.
right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt.
I... stay in Mondstadt.
Razor, give me your iron claw.
Fluffy birch.
Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the current knight of Boreas.
Ne?
It is a wolf spirit. It contains...
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being.
Oh god.
They would descend
Full Metal
into
Alchemist
chaos.
flashbacks. Flashbacks.
Prevented the entanglement of souls. The most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts within... Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. The Great Wolf King of the North remains strong.
I will protect Lupacol.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
Still can't do it.
I sure didn't expect my experience fighting the wild-hunted Nodcry to come in handy back here in Mondstadt. Almost makes me wonder if this was the reason I was sent back. Also, how come that bard knows so— Well, whatever.
Yeah, it's a pure cryovision. He does remind me of like a grown-up Mika that like was raised under a Rosaria.
I can read Varka's letter.
A wolf's claws make poor instruments for...
Alright. Let's go, Venti. Get Diwali.
Any questions before you set off?
Roland?
500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to become the mightiest knight of Boreas ever to have lived. But he was too pure of heart. He believed firmly in his own ideals of chivalry, vowing to eliminate all injustice from the world. But the world had never been perfect and pure. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor the Grand Master, known as the Lion of Light, could persuade him to temper his obsession. But what was the scent that reeks of blood that Lupus Boreas sensed? Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andreas. He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of storms and claim the right to rule. Yet even as the tower fell, instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years, before when the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form. Boreas choked. Any questions before you set off? The soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice. But human hearts and flesh, that's why Lupus Boreas developed the technique. In fact, there's an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf, a bond was made. Any questions before you set off?
Good to go.
All right, over to you, Dvalin.
That's something I had to drive to Valid. Just full dry, like freaking Rolls Royce Lamborghini full speed trial to not cry in the sky.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
Alright.
Alright. Hey, wait. How are we getting down?
Ninja style! Ninja style! We take a fray. Boom.
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grand Master! It's...
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
Yes.
And I'm on too!
So, what situation?
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Their leader's gonna have to make a decision soon. Fight or flight? What will it be, mightiest knight of Boreas?
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered by the Rahir of Solmari. But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine. This is fair. This is the way of chivalry. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not, I shall set right the injustices of this world. In the name of the blood-stained knight.
Roland! No! Get back here, boy!
They're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andrew? Ugh, forget that. We can save the details for later.
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him.
He can't be any stronger than the foes we fought, correct?
We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right now.
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. Nor does he have the ridiculous level of power wielded by the 5 sinners. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Particularly when it comes to Andrias's remnant soul.
Not the enemy himself. The god remains.
Sounds like you realize what the crux of the issue is. I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
Purify the dead god, Wolf. Correct. Understandable. We did that already with many other fallen gods. Including the poisonous freaking snake god.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, Yehoda.
Hey, good to see you again. Oh, Boss Sneff asked me to pass on a message.
Right.
She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the Frostmoon Scions. Apparently, there haven't been any changes to that space the Rahir of Solnari's in.
That means the recent wild hunt attacks have nothing to do with Rerir, right?
They're keeping a close watch on it just in case. Oh yeah, Lauma and Columbina asked me to pass on... you know something? These Knights of Favonius are...
Well, it's the Knights of Chivalry. What do you think? Anefa, what are you doing here?
Short distance propulsion module on cooldown. Switching to chat mode. Hello, Varka placed a sizable order with the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop. Secondly, I am also here to attend the meet.
In their place. Okay. And you too, Flins? You here as well?
Flins! Paimon thought the Lightkeeper's rep would be Itloa or Nikita.
You're quite right. However, Itlua and Nikita are both busy organizing the Ratniki's region-wide response to the recent attacks. And since I'm well acquainted with everyone else here, I was... Sometimes you don't get a...
I gotta clear out this entire area.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here? Great. Yep. While we're waiting, could you update me on the situation in Mondstadt?
So we had the Wild Hunt attack over there.
And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Rahir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rerir resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrias, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrias' spirit. Namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some Mondstadter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active.
So like a detour.
When the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
It's not the real Roland, right?
No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Barir's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed how it was able to do so, remains unclear.
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Tevat.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one.
You got leeway,
From intelligence
Paimon.
gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals.
I like the assault god.
Worse still,
I remember
the
that.
wrath
That was
that remains
crazy.
after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects. In that land, the passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andreas who remains in Mondstadt
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me?
There you go. There's the claymore.
Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Do not grieve for me, for this...
A memory.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas' heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with...
Wait, we already have a perfect solution?
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andreas' heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more...
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments were left behind along the way. If we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments?
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Nodcry, but apart from that, most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole expedition.
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency.
Plan ahead
Not
for the
just
full
wild
strike.
hunt in the abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. It's almost as if you foresaw the future.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario.
Change
If
the
all that
fate
preparation
of
went
the
to
future,
waste, all
not the
better
fate of the
for it.
past. The past
But
is the
anything that proved
past.
useful,
Future
we
can
knew
be
we'd grateful
changed.
for down the line.
Just one word of the present can change it.
Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry, and use them to make the thought within this sword as strong as it could possibly be. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status of the wolf spirit fragments.
Okay, so 3 more.
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second. As for the third fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on. But we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact location. The final snag
A
is
lot of
that since our
reconnaissance.
foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrias' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans by any means at his disposal.
With our foe being from Mondstadt,
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeepers will provide their full support.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So, what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will...
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the wild...
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment... Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a...
Yes,
All
I'll
right,
follow.
time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!
Hopefully Roland's not too crazy.
Remnant fragments of an ancient god. Thoughts stored inside a blade. Then again, the enemy can harness the Wild Hunt to spy on us wherever we go.
Yehoda.
Yehoda, you...
Speaking of contingency plans, perhaps I should ask Aino to prepare some...
Yeah, just in case. I do want to know, I wonder how... Can we ever have a quest where we actually go to Fontaine and help build Sandrone? I want that to be a thing. Like, I really want to have that as a, not an event, but like a quest to help the Fontaine Institute to rebuild Sandrone.
Say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
There it is. The wolf fragment.
Is this what we're looking for?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
Alright, preparing.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even
Roland's
if I am
interference.
stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve.
Oh god, it's
in
like
its
Sonnet.
name.
Turn to the dark side. Might be the true power.
Oh, sure enough. This place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't enough to pose a serious threat. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable.
Want me to purify it?
Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him. Let me
But I
think.
have not
How
tried
to
this before.
explain to me. Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away.
Nondale.
Actually, neither do I.
Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when...
I thought it might mean something to you. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct?
Kind of.
If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name.
Okay, but back then, we had a bow and a net.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Okay, I'm starting to get the idea.
I don't really know anything about Roland.
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and...
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland.
And you had that?
After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundelen had wanted to deliver this letter to him, but trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonia's headquarters ever since.
Quite the antique, then.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to...
What can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their ducks in a row before taking the first step, but I prefer to dive on in and plan as I go. But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely.
I see.
Whoa. It actually worked?
You really are making this up as you go along.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed. Just like he said.
Got him. Eh?
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold,
for mortals to escape this tragic fate, there's only one path. A great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants into monsters. The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge
He was
to you
corrupted by the entity of the Abyss. God.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I... Dainsleif? No. Who bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him.
That's his brother.
While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
Vedderfornir.
So that's what happened.
Vedderfornir.
After leaving Mondstadt,
He became corrupted and he corrupted everyone else.
Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the Visionary. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the Visionary this time?
Sonar, though, is different. Visionary is just staring. He's just beholding us. He's beholding.
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead if we want to outmaneuver him. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you.
All right.
Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. That about covers it. Sorry to ask so much of you again.
No way, man.
The plan is free of risks. At least...
Alright.
If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
Oh, there has to be an...
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Update Yehoda?
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit Frag.
Nope. It's a total disaster.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one.
Gonna put me in a different position here.
What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for nothing.
Can I change? Alright. Changing Kazuha out.
Happy to oblige.
Okay. And then of course we just need Benito.
I won't hold you back.
Okay, we're good. Alright, Yehoda, we're ready.
Fill me in. What's the situation?
We ran into resistance almost as soon as we set off.
Good call. Locating the Wolf Spirit Fragment is our key objective.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much. Before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on. The two teams are holed up here and here. They should have a clear idea of the fragment's location by now.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now.
The logistics company is standing by.
Nefa!
Designated drop point reached. Initiating situation report. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line, they requested to be dispatched immediately.
Amazing.
Hey, seeing as you can fly and all...
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, the logistics company has very limited provisions.
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move out immediately.
ally forces. Oh wait, let me read these. I think about it, isn't Durin also able to fly? When does he have to be me dealing letters? Varka got a Varka vouch for you. I'm really not moved to quick your humor. Alright. I'm off for the lunkhead. Spinning off. Onto the Abyss. Loose suggestion. Trap Lightkeepers. Okay, let's go to this one. Save the allies too. First save the allies. And I was like, your own men or the allies? You need to do both, but we need to do these.
Come on, let's go help!
Something's not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting any weaker as the battle goes on. Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company, scout out the area. Look for terrain we can use to our advantage.
Yeah, reconnaissance.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites for deploying explosives.
Good. Wait for my signal.
Alright. Switch to Varka. T.
Logistics company, deploy.
Huh?
Mr. Varka? Traveler, thank goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. They keep coming from that mist, wave after wave.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready.
Strike.
Is that the signal to say they're ready?
It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, right, Master!
Pull back after they're down.
Here.
Ready? Fire! The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before they're strong enough to pose a real threat again.
Brave knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you for your assistance.
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the Abyss, we're all in this together. Now, please tell me everything you've learned.
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search between us and the knights. Maybe they'll be able to narrow it down further?
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next anyway.
It would be our pleasure.
We've run right through our supplies. We'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that tries to stage a comeback. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on supporting the other team.
Alright. How's the update over here? My job, I get there, whatever it takes. Durin. Aino's here. And if I tell you a story, cooling marshal, I know. How did you? I snack back into the logistic company. The place dangerous. Safe place is right next to you. Eluga? On the position, Flynn's encounter photos are both familiar and unexpected. Rooting out the wild hunt ever like your duty. Alright. And our group. Our 3 overdrunk stooges need backup.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
They've had us penned in so far, but now you're here. Maybe we can try getting to the source, which is hidden in the mist. That way, we should be able to cut off the Wild Hunt's reinforcements.
Oh yeah? then we'll leave that to you. Hey, everyone hear that?
You need to hold the
We need
line.
to hold the line. Time to give him a taste of the Knights of Favonius fighting spirit.
Yes, sir.
Up the ante! Up the ante! Up the ante! Burn! Thunder! On me! Hey! They're running out of steam! Now's your chance!
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy...
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Up the ante!
Alright. Minor cuts here and there from the fire.
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over. Use this time to catch your breath and fill me in on everything you've learned.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're finally closing in on our target.
I'll say. We're sure to face fierce resistance from the Wild Hunt, though. Do you still have the strength to keep fighting with us?
Absolutely. Good to go, Grandmaster.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out!
I see that back there, but hopefully they're taking care of that.
The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys must be easily amused. You all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius will engage the enemy while the Lightkeepers dispel the mist.
Yes, sir.
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Shit. Come on.
Time to counterattack!
Up the ante!
Alright, let's go.
On me!
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
Thunder!
The claws.
Ugh, this Wild Hunt doesn't know when to give up.
Go on ahead.
Traveler!
Mr. Varka, leave this to us.
Just like last time. Only a Knight of Boreas can deal with a wolf spirit, right?
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
Now hurry up and go.
Ha, that's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Favonius proud. Either we all march back to Mondstadt together, or no one does. The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
Touch. Charge. Rolling.
It seems you have collected them all. Knight of Boreas.
Yeah. and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry, Sir Roland.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I countenance those monsters to taint our duel with their presence. If you need a moment to rest, take it. Victory will be mine, regardless of whether the path to it is the one I would wish for.
Save your breath! If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish. Then let us settle our unfinished duel, here and now.
Former human.
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about. You still alive?
For a moment there, I thought I might never taste the sweet wine of Mondstadt again.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. We can take care of ourselves.
You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight, find the Grand Master.
We can't lose our Varka. Please, you have to find him.
See? There's more like fluid and like, you know, like vibe kind of thing with these NPCs and not cry. Like, come on, update the ones in the other regions, please. They need to be updated badly.
You're holding back, Knight of Boreas. I can tell you do not wish to strike me down. This duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I wield the power of a god, while you dare not swing your sword with true intent. If you continue on this path, you will die. Your plan is doomed to fail. How can a helpless lamb hope to tame the heart of a wolf, when the wolf has seen through the lamb's plan?
Ha ha ha! You're on to me already, huh?
Andreas's question, Boreas's answer. The means to bear a soul, though the false path may be wide and welcoming. Only destruction lies at its end. It is time to crush your futile hope!
Fast paced.
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day you will understand that the only righteous path for those of true virtue is the path of darkest truths.
For the next part, it's over to you, Outlander who caught the wind. The sword is unbroken. Looks like I'm no longer in reality. This
You're
must
in
be a space
purgatory?
built from the entangled consciousnesses of Boreas and Roland. There's no way back. Huh. Guess the only way is through.
I'm not gonna say it right now. What's happening?
The Favonius sword. Who left this here?
Isn't this the Falcon?
Lonely warrior, take me to see him.
Rostrum. Spirits.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince? Just a flesh wound.
Tis just a flesh wound.
Stormwind!
Is this the fairest shadow? It doesn't look like an imitation.
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
Roland, Ravenwood. At least it's not like Mizuki's trial.
Getting stronger.
God, that one was horrible. Because if you mess up, there's like giant pitfalls of death.
Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
I feel like someone did this in like Miastria at the first time. Technically, the Miastria part is like the Genshin version of Roblox now because of voice chat. I am not doing the voice chat in this game though because it's toxic. Plus, it's not, you know, safe because you have adults and kids talking together, and some adults can be nasty.
The world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice. Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies!
Stormwind!
Try to keep up!
Stormwind! Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
Tomorrow gonna be Varesa.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. Ah! I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Your path cannot end here.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone.
Okay.
Lonely warrior. Step forward.
You come at me, Roland, in your human form, not in the dead corpse body of the wolf.
Heart of the wolf?
Roland!
After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky. Lit at dusk, dead by dawn. Utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
Got a feeling he's doing the opposite. Mm-hmm.
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish. Knight of Boreas.
Huh. You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contained in the wolf spirit.
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path.
But when I look at you, I do not see a hero capable of slaying dragons. Just a lost soul who has wandered far too long. A shadow of the knight you once were.
I guess we have that much in common. Neither of us are at our peak.
The Rayhir of Solmari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an imperfect image cast by the Abyss. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak, but my heart and mind remain frozen in that blood-stained moment. Therefore, I, in my current form, am flawed. A knight cannot bear their own stagnation. After redeeming you from injustice and guiding your surrender to the Abyss, I shall rectify myself and continue to follow the knightly path.
Look at that angle, it's like shaking. That's more dramatic than just stay in one, like, static frame.
Huh. The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly, remains exactly as I had imagined. I suppose there's no chance to make you see the light.
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions, no matter how noble they may sound. Neither of us will sway the other, but you have long known this truth. Otherwise, why would you pin all your hopes on Boreas' single thought? But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been shattered, and all you hold is a phantom that bears its form. You no longer have the means to change the situation, and no one will come to your rescue. This place shall be your graveyard, lonely warrior.
Huh. Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours. Forgetting where we are? This is the heart of Andrias, god of the North Wind. Andrias, can you hear me? Wake up! You are the great god of the North Wind. How long will you allow yourself to suffer the domination of the Abyss?
If this is your final gambit, I am most disappointed, Knight of Boreas. Grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles. This world shows no such mercy to its inhabitants.
Return. Return to the ley lines. This is my choice. My memory. Is this the answer that I found at my journey's end?
Andrias, at long last, I have delivered your token back into your heart.
A knight of Boreas. Watch on. This is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of Wolves.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why? Your sword is broken. You no longer have the means to bear his soul. Unless... surely not.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel.
There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws.
Now that is a cutscene.
Even if it is not my intention,
The soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and assimilate a mortal heart. As if human and wolf were being forcefully merged into one being.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking on the quest of his own choosing.
Your heart, your soul, they are collapsing. Now I see.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf, isn't that right? Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the heart.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thoughts and memories were carried within your heart. To avoid arousing my suspicion, you deliberately allowed Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own, then be devoured by me. But how did you have the strength to fight while bearing such a great burden?
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision, my sacrifice is nothing.
You have a stubborn will and employed an exceptional strategy. But this is not the way a true knight fights. The choice you have made is a flawed one. Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins the ley lines, you too will fall. Neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul from within the ley lines, let alone rescue you. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, I can no longer offer you salvation. May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
That's the sword I gave to.
Lonely?
That's the sword I
Sorry
gave
to
to
disappoint you,
freaking.
but as much as it sounded like
Was
the
it?
perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. They're looking forward to my triumphant return.
That's funny.
I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got mail.
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
Little Wolfie.
Come on, to Mondstadt.
You know Zarya when she was rescued.
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka.
Kitty.
To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
No. Come on, kitty.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
Come on. You get it. You got it. Come on. Come on, kitty.
Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Varka.
Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer.
But now,
Get your butt up here now,
countless
girl.
souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
You don't want to
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
A knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone.
Right back at you, Varka.
Maria sweeping in! Burn!
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Leave it all to me.
An auto shield.
Try to keep up!
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
Free! Up the ante!
On me.
Freaking energy burst. Like freaking energy.
Try to keep up! Maria sweeping in! Yeah!
Ignore them.
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
Yeah, thanks a lot, fucking Amber. You got me killed, you bitch. Fucking cutscene. Bullshit. You fucking bullshit.
Spread your wings and soar toward a new dawn.
We'll try to Grandmaster as I fucking die. Cause great, Amber. You got me killed.
Thunder! I can't fall here! The ante! On me!
Like, god damn it, Amber. I'm killed.
One final battle!
Like, god damn it, Amber. Like the fucking jerk of the freaking like hey, you can do it, Fargo. The camera like like crack your neck. God damn it, you.
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of
Yeah,
things to
that's okay.
update you on. But they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius. But I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
You're the one he was the one to jump on my leg. Baby.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh. I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I?
Wandering Knights, Rostrum.
I'll take that silence as your approval.
And Vanessa.
Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf.
Roland sword.
I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you.
It's like his soul had been purified. There's a temptation of the darkness.
Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead.
Too bad he's just a mask-covered NPC for Roland. Seen by the Lady Vanessa.
Hey everyone. It's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Yeah. I'm home. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office.
Jade's way over there, just waiting.
The sword was just a decoy. I carried his sword. The second half, though, using everyone's thoughts to guide me back out of the ley lines?
All jokes aside, what would you have done if the Traveler hadn't been able to separate the wolf spirit from Roland's influence?
Initially, I was planning to have Barbados carry out that step. But when I approached him about it, he said there was a much more suitable candidate. Turns out our trust was not misplaced.
Alright. And
then, I guess we'd have had to get Barbados to send a wind to blow me back home. But it would have come at a heavy price. And with no guarantee of... It's a good question.
You're dreaming if you think it would have come that.
It's been a while since I... Well, with the shadow of Roland vanquished, the Wild Hunt won't be able to consolidate their forces for the foreseeable future. A few knights will remain on rotation at the Nodcry stronghold, but everyone else will be sent home in waves. Albedo and Duran will come back with the first wave, so you should have the chance to see them again soon. It's been a while. My future. Huh. You may already have learned of this from Barbados or the Hexen Circle, but I glimpsed a reflection of the future in Barbarloth's scryglass.
Is the Calamity of the North?
Correct. Although, as things stand now, I believe we may have changed the course of the future, thanks in no small part to you. Still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius, I'll need to make another trip back north. Besides, the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be relieved of their duty.
Ah, how noble. But be honest. Wait, seriously?
She don't want to have an earful with you. I'm just standing there grimacing with the grin.
I'm only pulling your leg. You'll be... it's been a while. All right, then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little long...
So that was Varka's quest. Lupus chapter. I have him too already. Like, I have him already. Just talking about him and here he is, you know?
The second knightly virtue is honesty. Deceitful and cunning words might win you the upper hand in the moment, but a victory won by the blade never lies.
Let's see, it's the moon geckos I need to kill. Get those. I just give him the fish because I don't have his weapon yet. I have a bunch of those. Hold up. Which one's the best one? Has two, that has two. Wait, this has three. No, that's two. This one has three. Okay. Two. Two. Crit damage. Crit damage, crit rate. Can't have both. Cannot have both. 2, 1, 3. Cryo. Hydro, Dendro boost. Okay, do that one. Okay. 2, 1, 2. No. I think I can level some of his attributes now.
The second...
Alright. So you know the standards, and then there's Lohan that we just met. And then, of course, we have Alice, Nicole, and Babeloth. Doing very well with the lore, with him knowing the other characters too, like the captain and Marvika. Are those two still going to talk about Natlin? Are they going to start talking about Nogcry? Big Cow in the media? Just gonna wait till they start talking.
The incident in Nodcry?
There we
Tell me something bad happened again.
Internet. And Scoot says about to kick off. Justin and Rooster are leading a charge on that front. There's no way it could fail. So those are two characters that were seen, but not in the game yet. The Jester is the leader mask that's from Conria, and the Rooster is the old elf guy that's in Sheshnaya. What happens not cry? Won't affect her mentally. Saritsas. Snezagard. So there's gonna be a lot of issues in Snezagard then. Whenever Snezhnaya starts opening up. It's gonna be a lot of
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Eastern Slavic
Thank you for completing
wordings. I think I do know that they Varka attends the troublesome knight to pretending to be not cry for this group when he's actually outside of Mondstadt. Where is that? And that's from Zebai. Here we go. What? Where? Oh. Go where it all started. Let's do it. Where it all started. Are war of the Sith, and I am of the Jedi. Strike. To the nostalgia.
Huh, that's weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began.
Mm-hmm.
That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit.
Precious ones.
Rooker's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around.
Just like, oh, thanks. What up? Cat ran away when I... Apparently my gaming... It's not really a gaming chair. It's like a chair that you actually can sleep into. One of the back sticks.
Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Now that these
What sword they gave me? Oh, that one. Great. They gave me that sword that I don't use. Screw you, pigeon.
They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a Geobishop for the next round then?
Alice.
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Hear what?
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree?
To pretend to be Sidious.
What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Hold on. Could this... Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb.
At least.
But let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Better than being called emergency food, at least. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of... Paimon, come on. Let's get that picture taken. Then, get rid of these bombs.
Yes, I know. Crypto. Shishing. Chink. Can fly around. Tree's on fire.
Fireworks.
Attack it.
Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going.
It should be the first statue in Amber.
What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Just like when reviving when you first played the game. How beautiful it looks.
That's a statue of the seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it.
I think so too.
Let's take a closer look.
I wonder what it is, Paimon. Is it obvious that it's a bit shorter than normal and it's not in robes?
Line was...
As we all know.
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the seven!
Not really a statue out of seven, is it?
It's fish! But it's so light! Huh. Wonder why?
Elastic fish meat. Plastic?
Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event.
Stop.
No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made too.
That must be Nicole's
That's not the point. You're not weirded out by this?
Yep.
Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too.
He must be inside her event right now.
Asked Jean to write that letter so we... No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean. Yeah, Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're... Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Guess all there's left to do is... Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something.
Well, touch nothing.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts.
Well then, let's go. Fine. Think.
Sparks and splash! You were right. Alice is full of surprises.
Alright, let's go.
Good guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
Around this time, Amber should fly out and say, "Who is that?"
Go now.
Yes, now or it'll be too late.
Tavalin. Well then.
Whoa! It's the Fallen!
There's something huge in the sky!
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since it's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods.
Oh wait. No, I want you to spin with me. No, you can't do it like the Bang Boo. How dare you? You gotta do this type of spin. Ugh. Maybe you just do a spin and they also spin with you. They twirl. Also, the reason why Paimon's like this too is I believe this is like a reference to all the glitches the game had in its first time it was released, where people have Paimon glitch out and stay with you like this. Because she wasn't like this when you first start the game. You're usually by yourself or meeting Venti.
Look! There he is! Back then, the Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that.
Shall we give him a scare? They already know. The smirk.
This is awkward. You really hung Paimon out to dry there, Traveler.
I didn't think you were gonna take that approach.
Apologies. You were just even livelier than I remembered, and I wasn't expecting it.
Which means mission accomplished on the surprise front, I suppose. What do you say, Alice? High marks?
Oh, yes, indeed. That was fantastic.
Ha! So you were watching us all along.
What a delightful reunion. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two.
It all began. Okay, are they gonna play like robot versions of all the knights, please?
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict?
Impressive indeed.
You? That's for sure. Paimon Kibble, where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out.
We've been in the book.
If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
Now you're asking the
answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of magic and phenomena.
Yep.
Alice, we still need to take you to a leeway to fix the NPC who is copying everybody, ignoring the hell out of everyone.
I invented.
When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Huh, I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I...
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. You might not remember the name or melody. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
Definitely.
So does Jean know about this or not? Huh?
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you.
Huh. So you do draw the line somewhere.
Whew. Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created with the expedition in Notcry coming to an end.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
Well, her father's coming back too, because he's in the Knights, right?
But there will be some activities.
Or is it the
this
mom?
magic bubble is one of them.
But no,
The
they
returning
kind of
knights can
got a
use it to catch
divorce,
up on all the
and
major
one took
events that
Barbara to the
occurred in
church,
Mondstadt while
and
we were
Jean stays in the
gone.
Knights.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few?
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, for example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone like, not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component. So I added some self-deductive capabilities.
Yeah.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviation. Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angels share is gonna be much more of a hassle.
Huh. Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious...
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides...
Oh, no, Paimon.
What?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task.
I doubt anyone will...
Oh, well.
In that case, we'll be counting on you.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing...
Yeah, we'll go say hi.
I think nothing of it.
Alright. So there's a memory freaking core
Dvalin
here.
appeared a little late, but his sparks and splash triggered a deep magical reverberation. Background music needs to start half a second later.
Jesus
There's been another
Christ.
instance, and now the diagnostics are failing? I just don't get it.
Nicole, dear, stop fretting. You're projecting rather loudly, you know.
It's a full wall
Every detail is
text.
within your control, huh?
It's like, Jesus.
Oh, and didn't you say Kleiner would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
He's been delayed, I'm afraid.
It's your husband.
Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make it back to Tevat, Dottore starts causing trouble. The border is a terrible mess even now. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine.
I see. Being a...
Hopefully not corrupted secret. Kitty. Oh, it's down here. Freaking. Here's Jean.
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
For Wind Trace, right? Or is it just reunion?
We're here.
That's a
Honorary
big
knight,
ass bird I saw back
Paimon,
there.
Welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After
She
that,
knows now.
I opened up recruitment to the countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories on a lot of people have gotten involved. And that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice.
Yeah. There are other activities here too.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere.
Yes, well, those of us here in resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been— Yes, absolutely.
So, besides the whole
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
These are other soldiers with Kaya.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage.
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the subject matter is quite serious. I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure.
Amber.
Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's
Where do you
quite
get the bird
creative
from?
when it comes to event design.
big-ass bird.
Be sure to check it out when the time comes. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area where people can relax and chat with each other. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What do you think?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Apologies, we're not quite done with the preparation.
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself.
Oh, wow.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much
That's fart.
I mean it, you know? Just now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal.
Ooh, nice.
It's full of alcohol,
What's
isn't
wrong?
it?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over, since perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on, you know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Yeah, I get with that.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu.
All right. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Prologue act? To nostalgia events. Let's see. One more day without we release. Oh, hi. That caught me off guard. She literally looked at me and like sighed. I'm like, whoa. Caught me way off guard. Valeria. How you been, Valeria? The name sounds quite familiar. Yeah, I mean, I'm Rixie here. Been sent to Dormant Port to help maintain some precious instruments. Take the people that help invest. Whoa! Dude out in the fountain's rizzing her right away. Look at that. That's fucking Riz. Right there. Like, that is Riz. Doggy. Like, that is some Riz. Hi, Amber. Oh, you're not voiced. Oh. This is the event. Aija, senior officer for the 7th Company, and her able assistant, Vesper. Scream happy, bird! Scream happy like a red hawk! Schwa! Another signal officer? Caw. I might do all these events off cam, guys. It's repetitive with a new obstacle thrown in place, like during the lantern rite side stuff. Control the bird. Alright, I know. We do it as we go, not just full throw up of directions on my face. Thank you. Evan Horkin. Are they voiced? Nope. I understand some games, some events and stuff are not voiced because they didn't have time to get the voice actors ready. Because, you know, sometimes it's like planning on the voice actors' end too for their schedules. Okay, so this is pretty much like a beat 'em up type of game. Shadow of the Lion Fang Knight. Shall we witness it? Okay, it's not a bunch of directions.
Share your troubles with the wind. Lord Barbados will respond.
Oh, there's Hertha. Hey, girl.
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfidia, at your service.
Glenfidia.
Looks like you're in a good mood,
Glenda.
Hertha. And nice to meet you, Glen. By the looks of things.
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited time delivery service.
Right.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently, you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocrai.
Yep.
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped filling fresh long before the expedition began. But I need to get back to handling resident requests, and Glenfidia doesn't Honorary Knight.
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance metrics.
Paimon's not sure what perf as the best guide into.
Working with you two is always such a breeze.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any—
All right. Well, if you're ready too, then let's get to work.
See, how long is this event, right away? Yep, I know how to do this one. It does remind me of Honkai Star Rails when I start doing that drinks too. I know. Like, I know. 14 days, so 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna do all this off cam. Echoes and memories. Let's get Splendor. Of course, it's the weapon. Alright. Look, you're all the way over here. Away from, like, everybody else. Kitty. But yeah. I believe if I remember correctly, the snapshot of the next update for Genshin is Dormanport. So it's literally, like, if I zoom all the way out, it's the northern part of Starfell Valley and Bright Crown Mountains. Like, here to here. But I don't know if they can add this here, this little, like, you know, little Florida action down there. They're gonna shield that up or something. Because, like, I know, like, later on they gotta, you know, have the sea connected to the Leeway and Fontaine seas here, kind of thing. Because then it would make sense they have a seaport here. If this goes to the ocean over here, so you can go here through Sumeru, and then ocean connects Sumeru and Fontaine through here to go to Noctri. Because it will make sense too. Because then we need to know how long this beach here from Sumeru and Natlan here, how much will close up here. And my kitty is looking at the camera. I do know that far along we're gonna go back to Inazuma in the future. And I remember correctly, I saw a snapshot island, a new island too. I think it's supposed to be looking like you know, Watasumi Island is like near the end of the Japan islands of the archipelago of Japan. But there's also another one right here that's gonna deal with us cleansing a bunch of yokai and a bunch of dead spirits of ancient Inazumians too. Like, it's pretty much like Tsurui Island. We can be right here next door. I believe that might be Okinawa Island or something like that. An Okinawa Island, or like the island where, I think if I remember correctly, an IRL island relationship. It's an island where they had the memorial of both American and Japanese soldiers during the war back then. Like you're cleansing the area and stuff. Because I know this is Tokyo. Tokyo and Kyoto. Tokyo right here, Kyoto right here. Very minimized. But like for me, I really hope if the devs and Genshin does, like if they want to continue like how the events go in the game, at least have not in the event, but like, or like a side quest, a main quest where you actually rebuild Yasuri Island to make like a trading hub village here. Make Kiki Village renew as a full-on trading between Watasumi and then Inazuma, the rest of Inazuma Islands, as well as like rebuilding Kosuke Village here in the Seirai Islands, and at least get Tsurui Islands have some you know, adventurers that like to deal with ghosts and like historians that want to like, you know, rebuild on this island, reclaim the lost islands of Inazuma for the people. Same with Leeway. I want like all these like ancient ruins or like lost villages to be rebuilt, especially this village here, the Mingyuan village, and Beto's ancient village right here, where that fishing hook right here is. That's Beto's abandoned village. Hell, I would even be happy if they have those like, Kitty, get down. Have those events or like, you know, stuff you can get like have a statue of Zhao's other siblings besides you know, Barnabas and Bonibus with Bosacius. But it's a little bit much I'm demanding kind of thing. Like, hey, at least I try. Oh yeah. What was I looking for? I remember. Where's that new boss for Varka? I know it's probably in Nodcry. Is it in the north? Ah, it is. Okay, it's in that cave I was in, which I knew there's gonna be an enemy in there, but it was empty. Those are like when I explore new maps, you could tell when they're gonna put a new mini boss for you to fully on gonna be an item to upgrade your characters. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, guys. It's already now like 1 in the morning, so I'm gonna start ending my stream here. Yeah, thanks for stopping by for some Genshin with the story of Varka and starting this little quest of letting all the Knights of Favonius that went to the expedition to Nodcry to return home and, you know, have a light party and chill. Yeah, we're gonna end our stream here. I'll put the schedule for this first week of March here, and I'll just say Friday's gonna be crazy for me on there. Just saying. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll post my schedule for this week on, of course, on Twitter and on Twitch as well, and as well as on my Discord. So if y'all on the Twitch side, you'll see it, and those on the red video area, Twitch is very awful and will attack me if I mention the name. You know what I mean? The red click button site. Just go to either Twitch or my Twitter, and you'll see the schedule for those weeks if you're viewing from that site. All right. Hope you have a nice night, and for us in the Eastern U.S., prepare yourself for the winter week again. Winter does not want to leave. I hope everyone have a nice night. Simon-san. Good night.